with your kind permission, let us proceed. Honorable dignitaries, respected teachers, and dear friends, among us we have a very versatile and witty scholar. Really, the newly created encyclopedia of science fiction, whether it is Hindi science fiction, English science fiction, or Indian science fiction, none other than Zeashan Zaidi Sahab. We met him at Varanasi conference organized by Honorable Arvind Mishra sir. Without taking much time, now the request ball is in the court of Zeashan Sahab. Sir, please.
Thank you, Balaji sir. Good morning, friends. I will present my published science fiction novels in 2021. In 2021, I had published 5 novels. This is a series called Mahavir series. Mahavir is the character, main character. The concept of a story begin from history. Some villains, you know, Kans, a cruel king in India, and Pharaoh or Pharaon in Egypt, who made the pyramids of Egypt. Then there were some prophecies that there will be a hero who killed those cruel kings. And after that, they tried to kill the hero, but the hero survived and killed them. In the same way, in future, there will be a cruel king called Pharaoh. A scientist made a machine, futuristic machine, which by using parallel universe theory, made a prophecy that there will be a hero, Mr. Perfect, who will king the Pharaoh. Pharaoh searched that hero and found at present in the womb of a mother. He tried to kill, but after that, he decided that he will not kill the hero, but cut their hands and legs. That is, he will disable the hero so that he will not be Mr. Perfect. But that hero survived, and after that he killed the cruel king. So the first novel is Adhura Hero, the Incomplete Hero. It is published in March 2021. Adhura Hero, the Incomplete Hero, is the story of unique hero Mahavir, who is a physically disabled, extremely brave guy who does neither have hands nor legs but has an utterly sharp brain. He stands against the most powerful villain, the cruel king of the world, in whose hand death is nothing but a toy, who can brutally kill someone just for fun. What will be the result of such battle? Read the story of Incomplete Hero, a story that is going to happen in your future. In this novel, you will find a machine which tells future using parallel universe theory. The giant animals formed by changing DNA codes via micro machines, and after all, fight in space. The second novel of this series is Mr. Perfect, which was published in April 2021. In this novel, our physically disabled hero is now Mr. Perfect. How? Because a scientist who was working for cruel Pharaoh now fighting against him because now he is the victim of Iran cruel policies. That scientist provides artificial hands and legs to the Mahavir. This novel contained the fight of Mahavir with cruel Firan in the wonderland of Firan inventions, like Firan's zoo, the place of giant animals, Firan's paradise, which is a beautiful place on earth as a representative of mythological paradise. After that, the story continued to the third novel, Firan Ki Jannat, the paradise of Firan. Paradise of Firan is the third novel of Mahavir series and last novel of Firan's trilogy. In this novel, Mahavir defeated the most powerful and cruel king Firan. This story was ended in Firan's paradise, where giant bees, honey bees, made canal of honey, and giant milk producing animals made canal of milk. As we know, in mythological paradise, there will be canal of honey and canal of milk. Here, Firan produces these things by using giant bees and giant milk producing animals. He made mahals, which were made of diamond and gold. It was all made up for Firan, but unfortunately or fortunately, he never reached there. Before it, he was killed by the hero. The fourth novel is Haras Ka Khazana, the treasure of Haras. Here the Mahavir series continued. This is the post-Firan period. The treasure of Haras is the story of a treasure hunt. Firan's Wazir, Haras, collected a giant treasure and hid it to an unknown place somewhere between high mountains covered with glaciers. Then Dr. Balmer and team goes there for searching, but they don't know that Mahavir and his friend Saif too joined their team in makeup of labors. Their team reached there but trapped in an unbelievable situation. Then this story continued in Firan Ka Jhula, the swing of Firan. Firan Ka Jhula, the swing of Firan, is the fifth novel of the Mahavir series. In this novel, the story of Haras, treasure of Haras, continued. And this story ended, which was begin in Haras Ka Khazana. In the Firan's swing, a scientist made a marvelous swing by altering space curvature, where people sees those things which do not exist and cannot see those things which are actually exist. So this is actually a type of optical illusion and space illusion. So all the novels are available at site pothi.com in both ebook and paperback format in Hindi. You can search it on store.pothi.com by typing zeashanzaidi. Soon it will be available too at Amazon and Flipkart. The details and buying links are available too on my blog hindisciencefiction.blogspot.com. This is my blog where you can read my other stories too. Soon all the novels will be available on audio form for listening on my YouTube channel Romanch. Thank you, sir.
Both shukriya sir, thank you very much. Very precisely you have introduced the most beautiful, the most rich and incredible sci-fi world of Zeashan Zaidi Saab. Thank you very much. Really, we have a precise discussion here. You deserve the discussion. I invite the scholars for discussion. Professor Arvind Mishra sir is very much there. Other scholars are also there. Would you precisely, sir, I have, as a reader, I have a curiosity. Would you highlight your career, literary career, when you began the work and what are the landmarks? See, your work is the inspiration for researchers to take the topic for PhD. Please.
Sir, by profession, I am biostatistician and assistant professor in IASFS Medical College, Lucknow. And I have done my PhD in statistics.
Oh.
I first wrote my first story in 1994, The Silicon Man, where in that story, there were living species made by silicon. And then I have written another story, Professor Monkey, where a monkey found a monkey produces the thought making by a thought making is generated in a monkey by using beta rays of human. So in that way, after that, I continued my writing and then also wrote the novels. In the previous year, I wrote a novel Mayavi Gintiyan, Elusive Numbers, which is for children, where there is a thelism made by mathematical equations. So this is my journey of writing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. See, we generally expect that creative writing and criticism should go hand in hand. As a new writer in the field of science fiction, innovative writer, I mean, in the science fiction, are you satisfied with the criticism, the book reviews, and the obligation of the literary critics and theorists, at least Hindi science fiction is concerned? Because yes, writers like Ursula K. Le Guin are whitewashed, yes, but critic failed to give a proper justice. Please comment.
Yes, critics is necessary, essential for writing, and we must take it in a positive way. Either it is negative or positive. So there should be criticism of every novel, every story, and every criticism generates new thoughts of further writing.
Sir, we have a very incredible tradition of literature in Hindi or the science fiction. See Arabian Nights. Professor Kimbawuni, yes, sir said that, oh, this is the best book. According to you, who is the best writer in the field of science fiction except you?
No, I am not I am just a newcomer. I think Actually, it is very hard to say
I
which one
shall
is the
modify
best.
the question. Who has influenced you? The most influential author in science fiction who made you to write? You can just name it.
It is very hard to tell. Very hard question. But I
You can
think
highlight few names, few names.
H.G. Wells, Jules Verne, Asimov, and actually Urban Nights. I think this is not a single author creation,
Right? You are right.
but this
You
is
are
a
exactly
very
right.
good
We have
science
been
and say
influenced by
science
many
fantasy.
corners. Okay, that's a wonderful thing
And
that
there
you
is
have made
also
only the
a
reference.
matching now called Tilism Shruba. In Urdu, this is also very beautiful story. I think the Hindi Chandrakanta is inspired by Tilism Shruba.
Thank you, Zeashan Saab. Thank you. Very wonderful, precise, and apt.
जिशान जी से एक प्रश्न कर सकता हूँ सर मैं?
Yes,
जी, जी।
definitely. Harish Yadav sir ji.
जिशान भाई आपने मुझे इब्न सफी के बारे में बताया था, कुछ इब्न सफी की स्टोरीज और मैजिक के बारे में प्रकाश डालेंगे थोड़ा बहुत?
हाँ, अभी मेरे माइंड से निकल गया था. Ibn Safi too was a very good writer, science fiction writer.
Yeah.
He wrote more than 100 novels of
great.
science fiction.
Great.
Actually, these are jasusi novels, but concept of science fiction is present in many novels.
Very good.
And I inspired by too much by Ibn Safi.
Yeah.
And there is also a Urdu novelist, Izhar Asar, who wrote more than 1,000 novels.
On science fiction or general?
On Jasusi, in which 50% are science fiction.
Good.
And the Rajnikant film Robot is inspired by the Izhar Asar novel.
Okay.
Izhar Asar was the novelist in Delhi.
Yeah. So that's great, Zeashan bhai. Thank you very much. And I included
हरीश जी.
Yes, sir.
अभी इन्होंने ज़ीशान जी ने कहा
जी
इजहार असर, क्या नाम था?
इजहार असर.
हाँ, मैंने उनके बारे में भी एक बार जब पढ़ा कि उन्होंने 1,000 नॉवेल लिखे हैं, मैं बड़ा आश्चर्यचकित हुआ. और उसके बाद मैंने उनके ऊपर लिखा भी, और बिल्कुल सही है, उन्होंने 1,000 नॉवेल लिखे जिसमें लेकिन भारतीय लेखकों की और भारतीय लेखन की विडंबना यह है कि इतना लिखने के बाद भी इजहार असर को कितने पाठक जानते हैं, बताइए.
मैं भी क्षमा चाहूंगा सर, मैंने भी पहली बार नाम सुना है. मैं भी उसी नादान लोगों में हूँ.
उन कारणों की खोज की जानी चाहिए कि इतना बड़ा लेखन के बाद भी वो आदमी अगर अनजाना रह जाता है तो इसका दोष किसको दिया जाए.
अब देखिए, जैसे जिशान भाई ने पढ़े हुए हैं नॉवल, और इब्न सफी के कुछ नॉवल मैंने भी पढ़े थे जब मैं छोटा था, यंगर था, तब मैंने पढ़े थे जासूसी नॉवल उनके. लेकिन 1,000 नॉवल लिखना मतलब मायने रखता है सर, चाहे वो किसी भी विधा में हो और किसी भी सब्जेक्ट पे हो. 1,000 नॉवल लिखना मायने रखता है.
उनके कुछ नॉवेल्स हिंदी में भी अवेलेबल हैं बाय द नेम प्रोफेसर दिवाकर एंड डॉक्टर रमन.
अच्छा,
इस नाम से उन्होंने हिंदी में लिखा है.
प्रोफेसर दिवाकर एंड डॉक्टर रमन.
नाम से लिखे हैं.
हाँ, छद्म नाम से लिखे हुए हैं. चलिए जिशान भाई, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you very much, Zeashan sir ji, Honorable Harish Yadav sir ji, Dr. Arvind sir ji, for highlighting and introducing the rare masterpieces. See, sometimes unbelievable, incredible work. Many a times there are doubts and dichotomies about the great personalities like William Shakespeare, or see our epics, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and modern epics, Iliad, Odyssey, the ancient epics. Unbelievable work, the scope. Nowadays, here is epic here and there, bearing few exception, but something is always better than nothing. The sharp novels of Zeashan Zaidi Saab will be a kind of inspiration for aspiring writers. You have fully used the medical science orientation and background for your science fiction, and that's why we are proud of you, sir. Really, you have made the day a special, and the readers in the field of science fiction will help you. Yesterday evening we enjoyed the show, magic show of Harish Yadav Sarji, and his interest in detective novels, science fiction is also a very special one. We regard and have reverence and love to all of you. Thank you very much, Zeashan Saab, making a very effective beginning of the day. Thank you very much. What message you would like to give the aspiring writers? Very precisely, please.
The message in
just 1 minute. रातों रात स्टार बनना चाहते हैं लोग, impatient. What is the journey? Your message, please.
Our message is always do work in every situation. If situation is very difficult, looks impossible, then you can do. In my novels, Mahavir is a handicapped. He have neither hand nor legs, but he defeated to most powerful king, the cruel king of the world. So do things which you want in every situation, in every condition.
Thank you, Zeashan Saab. Really invaluable and a kind of timeless inspiration to all of us. Thank you very much. With your kind permission, let us proceed. Honorable dignitaries, respected teachers and dear delegates, student friends, on behalf of all of you, we humbly thanks and pay our reverence and gratitude towards Zeashan Saab ji. Sir, thank you very much. With your kind permission, let us proceed. Honorable dignitaries, we have...
Thank you. Please like and subscribe.